Hi everyone, Dr. Joanne here with another mindset tip. So I want you to think about inner conflict in your head or between your head and your body, or just, all of the different ways that you feel conflicted when you're trying to make decisions or when you're listening to other people give you advice. We feel conflicted all day long, and it can set us up to drain a lot of our energy and create a lot of doubt and confusion in ourselves. So, let's talk about inner conflict. And so, from A Course in Miracles, which is a whole book on teaching you how to shift over from the fear-based thought system to the love-based thought system. So it's a mindset tool. A Course in Miracles, in their workbook lesson number 96, I had to look at my notes here. 96 says, lesson number 96 teaches us that we really are just one self. But that self is mostly energy, it's our spirit. But when we come into this body, and our body is kind of like a temporary house for our spirit, and we come in here to learn and master certain aspects of ourselves. So we come here to learn or heal personality aspects or traits that we need to heal or and just learn basic lessons, things like that. But once our spirit comes into our body, then we have what we call a split mind. And think of your mind as it's not really either or, it's not in your brain per se, but your mind is just energy. It's where we have our thought patterns. And so because we come from love, from spirit, we come into this ego body, and the ego is all about fear. So we have this split mind. We have two masters, love and fear. And so we get conflicted because we're constantly being bombarded with different thoughts of like, am I loving or am I hating? Am I good or am I evil? Am I this body or am I this spirit? So all of these confusing aspects, and we want to just be aware of that. We have this conflict. Think of that, the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other shoulder, and they're both giving us advice. And who do we listen to? Well, the devil, or the ego gives us advice. It yells at us and it tries to get our attention, and its advice feels icky. It leaves us feeling icky, like something's not right here, and we feel conflicted. Meanwhile, the angel's advice, that's a whisper, a gentle whisper. And when we finally quiet our minds enough to listen to the gentle whisper of love, that advice feels like our truth. It feels really, really good. It helps us feel calm and peaceful and joyful. So when you think about conflict and inner conflict, and if you're fighting with yourself, should I do this, should I do that, am I good, am I bad, am I good enough, or am I lovable or not, all of these things, it has to do with your ego mind trying to control and manipulate everything versus going back and tapping into your inner true essence of love, where that feels good and that feels right, and that is your truth once you connect to that. So that's the basis of inner conflict. And you have to do the mindset work to see the advice from fear and stop listening to it, so that you can hear your guidance from love instead. So hopefully that helps. And check out my other videos, like this video if it helped you, and I will see you in the next video.